またか。
おはようございます、直文様。
フォールは何をやっているんだ。
お兄様なら部屋でぐっすり寝ていますわ。
So thinking back on episode number 6 last week, thinking back to last week's episode, which I think was number 6. Yeah, this was 7. If you had told me that this episode of Shield Hero will be featuring a dragon, a wyvern, I would have called you a liar. But this week, that's exactly what we got. We got a dragon this week's episode. And, you know, I got to be frank with you guys. I got to be 100% honest. I don't think I like this episode. I didn't really like this episode at all. The highlight of the episode, though, honestly, was Atla. And Atla, we know that she's had her eyes, or I guess it's she's had her ears on the Shield Hero for quite a minute now. And she's been sneaking into his bed and basically been tying up her brother, which I think that whole entire scenario, I think is absolutely just totally really funny. And I really love that. And I love that she's been doing that, you know, these past couple of days. And obviously at the end of the episode, Raphtalia was trying to figure out how to keep Atla out of the Shield Hero, you know, out of Naofumi's room. And I think that whole scenario was like the highlight of the episode. There also was a highlight of the episode. Like we knew once Ren came to this party and stuff, and the pink hair girl kind of took him under her tutelage. I could have called that he's gonna fall in love with her, or something's gonna be there at some point. And this episode just kind of furthered that opinion, or that guess that I previously had, where you can tell he's kind of he's looking at her quite a bit now, which again totally makes sense to me. So I think those are kind of the takeaways or the highlights of this week's episode. But the episode as a whole, with the dragon scenario and stuff, not too interesting to me. I do understand, though, you know, that this does further, it ends up further developing Naofumi's village, his territory. He brought in or got sent somebody from the kingdom who was exiled from another kingdom, where she's a monster researcher. Her name's Rat. She did a slave crest with Naofumi this episode as well, too. Very well, voluptuously designed character. Definitely have no problem with that. Definitely have no problem with, you know, monsters being a core part of the Shield Hero's domain. That all kind of makes sense, and contextually, like, I totally get it and everything. But, like, interesting wise, like me being invested into the episode, outside of the mentioned areas, you know, the Atlas stuff and the Ren stuff, like outside of that, the rest of the episode didn't really interest me too much. I did find a cool note of Raphtalia getting a new katana that was built for her, or made for her. I thought that was a pretty cool thing. And Naofumi did mention to us, the viewers, and to Raphtalia, that specific skill could be something that, or could be a skill similar to Ren's star skill or whatever, which is really cool, because I'm assuming we're going to see that very soon. But again, going back to the dragon stuff and, you know, the Galleon, I think, Galleon, something like that. The dragon that, you know, the episode ended with the dragon absorbing the dragon core that Naofumi had from the other world, and all that shenanigans. Yeah, it just didn't really interest me that much. And I understand that some of you may be interested in that. Some of you may be like, yo, this was really cool. And I get the reasons why that could be. It just didn't do much for me. So that's really all I have for you guys this week. Very easy in and out type of episode. Not really much. I think it kind of covered the core points. I would say overall didn't enjoy the episode too much, but I would say what was there and what I did enjoy, I really did enjoy. And I love seeing Atla on screen. She's definitely such a cutie pie. So definitely really enjoyed seeing that kind of stuff. I know there's a bunch of other nuance that I'm missing, like, you know, transformation with some of the beast folk. There's a giraffe girl apparently, and there's a few contextual things, a few things I missed, but it's not really that important. So anyways, my friends, I'm gonna see you guys next week. Let me know what you guys thought about this week's episode down in the comments below. I'll see you guys for episode 8 next week, and hopefully it's a better episode after we move on past this dragon shenanigans. All right, peace.